A champion is focused. The champion has asked himself all of the right questions, has answered them honestly, and has taken the necessary steps to shore up the deficiencies in his game.
Is wrestling in your blood? The question really ought to be, how does wrestling get into your blood? Because I think that's what wrestling does. I don't think anybody's born a wrestler. I know myself, my father was not a wrestler, and it was one of those things that we just we started doing, and it hooked you. You know, some people, those same things that I talked about earlier, it turns them away. For the right kind of person, like myself, like Hunter, it becomes something you crave. You know, you like that one-on-one. You like that chance to go to battle and throw it all out on the line and see who comes out on top. It heavily influences you throughout your life as you fall back on those skill sets it provided for you and find yourself constantly referring to kind of your wrestling rules throughout your life. And once it's in your blood, I mean, it's in there. And it's hard for people to get away. It's why you see a lot of kids that maybe when wrestling becomes a little too tough for them, and maybe they fall by the way a little bit, they usually return to wrestling to coach later in life. So.
And what makes a champion? Champions overcome. They overcome disappointment. They overcome the fear of losing. A champion's a man that never gives up, never stops wrestling. Basically, a champion never gives up.
What makes a champion? This could be answered a million different ways. There's a lot of intangibles. Loving to win, hating to lose more is probably more important. Outworking others by working when they don't. I think of morning practices and late night runs, and just being, very disciplined when it comes to eating right and just doing all the things that it takes that some people aren't willing to do. I've got toughness, refusing to lose, things like that come to my mind when I think what makes a champion.
To answer the question, what does it take to be a champion? That's a great question because there are so many angles. Of course, hard work is key, but you've got to be smart about it as well. You've got to take on a championship lifestyle. It's not just a few great workouts or meals. It's a complete mindset. You take on a lifestyle of making decisions that lead you to that championship. It's in the classroom, it's in the practice room, at the dinner table, and in the relationships that you make that will keep you motivated and on track. You have a vision and commit to the lifestyle that will lead to it. And Hunter has that vision and commitment.
What does wrestling mean to you? It's a lifestyle, a constant challenge of mind and body. Sacrifice. You're going to work harder than any other athlete, have an empty belly, and be in a hot gym a lot.
Wrestling is an interesting sport because it is a team sport and an individual sport all at the same time. You work incredibly hard with your teammates. You pull for them, they pull for you. The camaraderie is there because they know what you have done to get where you are. Wrestling is fantastic because when it comes to your turn to go out on the mat against the other guy, it's just you. Whether you win or lose, it's what you did before the match, during the season, and in the off-season. There's no one to take blame or credit except yourself when the whistle blows at the end of the third period.
This is Eric Jurgens, 4-time All-American at University of Iowa, 2-time national champion. I won 4 state titles in high school in Oakwood, Iowa. I had the honor of coaching Hunter Grau for the past couple years. I'm just going to answer some questions for you. What does wrestling mean to you? I think about that question at all. I think about how it teaches someone all the life skills to survive, you know, and you really think about it resonates everything about life. Goal setting, perseverance, getting up after getting knocked down, humility, integrity, you know, both survival and honestly how to carry oneself. You know, there's a lot of honor in wrestling and respecting your competition, and just being a good person too. I think wrestling, because it's so one-on-one and there's so much at risk every time you put it out there, that it literally helps you become a better person, not to mention a tough competitor.
right here, is wrestling in your blood. Absolutely. Once it gets in your system, it's always in your system. Once you have experienced that deep, dark place of battling through a tough period, it kind of becomes a part of you. You never forget that, and it leaks into other aspects of your life. It helps you dig just a little deeper at about anything else that you do, and you have a certain respect for others who have gone there as well. It's like a brotherhood. For Hunter, it's literally in his blood. His grandfather was a champion wrestler, and Hunter is carrying that legacy on. I know it's a big motivation for Hunter, and his dad is the biggest supporter helping him do so.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Match of the sectional last year.
Well, 38 here, we've got Alexander Butler from Rockford Boylan and Hunter Grau from Geneseo. So Hunter was a third-place finisher at 126 last year in the state, and Alex Butler was a second-place finisher at 132.
Yeah, and they're both wearing green singlets. Butler has the darker shoes with the green stripes, and he'll be green on the scoreboard for you. Yeah, it's a real good match last week in the sectional. Butler was just a little too quick for him towards the end and got the win, so we'll see if Grau's changed his game plan a little bit. Our head referees, Scott Blankenship, and Jeff Sorensen's working with him as the assistant. Again, we haven't had a chance to mention the coaches because things have been going so well. Jon Murray sits in the corner for Geneseo, and Dalton Bullard is up there at Rockford Boylan this year.
Well, the Geneseo program has done a great job the last couple of years. I know that they've got a couple of state trophies and have really been kind of pushing the pedal a little bit, and kind of been one of the teams that's leading a little bit of a resurgence here in Class 2A. It's good to see that. Yeah, we had a chance to go up. We competed in their regional this year, and then we're in the same sectional, and I've got to know Coach Murray, and he runs a quality program. They last 2 years have been second to Montini in the dual part, and done a real nice job, and their kids program just feeds right into them. They got a great kids program. He brings these kids in, and then Coach Murray and his staff work with them, and they just keep improving year after year. Well, there's a nice try at a knee pick there. Oh, Grau, nice. Grau is very aggressive.
Yes, he is. He's real sharp on his feet, as you'll see. So he gets the early lead, 2-0. Just based out on that. Now he comes to more of a power stand. He's up on his feet. Grau dropped to a single.
Tries to step through there. Nice job with a mat return.
And that's so important. Boy gets to his feet. You got to get him to the mat or you get hit for stalling. And as we've seen, these matches are all so close. You don't want that stalling call.
Well, he's got 35 seconds left here in this first period. And again, as we've said before, if he can ride out here,
we're going to go on, looks like blood time with the bloody nose.
Takes a little bit of a break here, but you know, as I mentioned, the Geneseo program is one of those programs, and I know that Washington has had a lot of success the last couple of years as well, and Oak Forest, we just saw a state champion, and they've got a boatload of qualifiers down here too, so I know that, you know, being a faithful, you know, viewer of Illinois Mat Man, I see that Class 2A takes a lot of beating in terms of the quality of wrestling. And you know, part of the split when we went to 3 classes, just the way things shake out. And I think in the last 2 or 3 years that there's been a lot of programs that have been up and coming, and it's great to see that for wrestling.
Well, the reason to me they're up and coming is is because these kids get a chance, hey, I can go down and get a state medal or win a state title. No longer do they have to deal with a lot of the larger schools north of I-80 that have enrollments are quite a bit higher. And so, yeah, I know in our area, which is the Peoria area, wrestling's, nice throw by Butler. He got real active, drew him for the reversal, and ends up out of bounds. So it'll be 2-2. And we talked about earlier, that's big points he scored with only 13 seconds. Now a right out would be huge.
Right, and it just turns the tide of the match right there.
Grau's on his feet. Nice job by Butler to maintain top position.
Well, not only does he not give up only the one, he gives up the two and basically erases all that work for the takedown.
He did. But going back to our point with the AA part of it, yeah, I look for, like you do, next couple years, AA is just going to get better and better as far as things go. And as we were talking about earlier, these top-level AA kids could step over on that AAA mat and do very well for themselves.
Well, some of them have. I know we've seen matchups all year with several of those kids doing it. Of course, obviously the depth isn't there, which is why there are larger schools in 3A, but that's something I like to see.
Oh, I like the way all of a sudden Butler's got it moving. He's putting it in extra gear to see if Grau can stay with him. Look at that.
Grau's a little too low on that arm. Butler's got an angle on that. And we get a stoppage here.
That looks like blood again.
It'll be blood.
And again, the rule on that, referee sees blood, he's got to break it and stop it, right? No matter what position they're in. Dalton Bullard coaching over there at Boylan. Young coach getting into the sport. We need that. You and I both know it's a lot of coaches are getting a little bit older and need some good quality people to step in and run some of these programs.
Well, Dalton, if those of you that were here tonight, you saw us introduce our Grand Marshals, and one of them was Steve Marinetti, who currently is the coach at Elmhurst, and Dalton was an All-American for Steve a couple of years ago. Wrestled for Steve there. And, in 2012, Steve's team finished second in the nation, and I know that Dalton was one of the 3 or 4 All-Americans that they had. He mentioned they had a national champ the year after Ryan Prater. Mike Benefield, Montini assistant, was a national champion on that team with Dalton Bullard. So it's good to see those guys.
And I got a chance to meet with Coach Marinetti, talk to him a lot, bit of interview type of stuff. He seems like just a great person and a great coach. So I can see why he's having the success up there.
Very much, very much.
Again, Butler's forcing the action, really taking it to him. Oh, nice move. See if Grau can keep his toes in. Nope, they go out of bounds. Again, this is one of those matches we talk about. A lot of action, just not much as far as scoring so far.
Right. Great match, though, but that's sometimes misleading because just because the points aren't flying doesn't mean these kids really aren't working at it.
This is the same scenario it was last week. Real low scoring, but a lot of things going on. Now it looks like they're resting a little bit after we just complimented them on it.
Oh, nice shot there. A great reaction by Grau.
We're under 45 seconds to go, second period. 3-2 in favor of Grau. Grau's got that locked up again.
He's in that crusher situation, but Butler goes right back to it.
Now here's where the high school rule is just going to hook both of them. He's trying to keep the toes in.
Yeah.
Once one toe comes out, they got to call it out of bounds. And from that position, there's nothing Butler could do to score. This would have been college. They would have given him a chance to get something on the side.
Right.
We're under 25 seconds to go. Again, Butler's forced the action quite a bit, and the referee looked at Grau and said, basically, you're backing up instead of maybe trying to spin to stay in. So he did warn him, but warnings don't cost you much yet. It's the second time they mentioned it. And we'll go to the third period, 3-2 in favor of Hunter Grau from Geneseo. Butler's going to take bottom. And again, see, the one time he tried more of a power stand, didn't work out for him. Last time he tried an explosive stand. See what he goes to this time. More of a slow power type of stand. There's the escape. We're 3-3 with 1:50 left.
look for Butler to really try to get his feet moving here and create some opportunities based off some scrambles. He wants to use his athleticism.
Yep. Here's where the stall warning against Grau could come to hurt him, because if he needs to be maybe a little more aggressive. Grau's got the hips solid on him. See if he can snap that and get him back to his knees. But again, Butler's playing it smart. He knows he's there at the edge. Grau can't possibly score from where they were. 1:09 left in the match. We're 3-3. And you talked about at the beginning, Boo, a lot of these matches would come down to that 1 or 2 takedowns late in the match to see who's able to get them.
Absolutely. Butler's keeping the pressure on. He's trying to look for that next stall call too. Grau's got to be very careful. He's got to make sure that he's reshotting off of those shots.
We're under 45 seconds to go. Slide by, but again, they go out of bounds.
Butler got a little bit lazy there at the edge of the mat. I don't think he wants to let it be cut that close. He thought he was out of bounds a little deeper. There's a great job on an outside single. Comes right back.
Grau got nice hips there, Coach, to get those things off, because he was buried for a second. We're under 25 seconds to go.
It was a great opportunity that Butler had there. Yeah. Grau turned him away.
Yeah, now he's going to warn Green, because that time he basically just got to the edge and didn't try to do too much. We're at 14 seconds. Well, he's chasing that single.
Boy, he's strong on that too.
Under 10. See if he can keep the toes in. Grau's almost in the splits. No, kept the whizzer in, it looked like.
Right. We're out of time, going overtime.
We're on a roll tonight. 3 matches, 2 overtimes. This is good.
Well, I think Butler here now, he looks like he's showing some signs of fatigue, but he really wants to work to Grau's left leg. He wants that outside single, and Grau does a great job.
Beautiful double there.
He comes under when he reaches, and he gets the 2.
Beautiful shot off that. He just exploded into it. And like you said, another shot quickly, and he ended up getting it with 8 seconds into the match. So our state champ at 138 pounds, Hunter Grau from Geneseo, only a junior, and he was 3rd last year. He moves up to the top of the podium this year.
From Geneseo, Hunter Grau. At this time, please write your attention to the award stand for the medal presentation.
I'm standing here with Hunter Grau, the newly crowned 138-pound Class AA champ, and his coach, Jesse Montez. Hunter, last year you came up short. You were in 3rd place. You just knocked off the guy that's, was a finalist last year in overtime. What turned the trick for you today?
Mindset. You just got to stick with your pace the whole match, and you just got to control it the whole time, and you just got to give 100% every time.
Coach, what was your battle plan today going into the match?
I knew that Hunter just had to keep it close and win in the end like he did. And we knew Hunter was in good enough shape to win when it came down to it like that.
Hunter, Geneseo is a famous wrestling town in Illinois. Talk to me about what it's like to go back home with that Illinois state champion bracket board. What's school going to be like on Monday?
Oh, hopefully it's not too emotional for me, but I just got to go back to school and do good in school, and I just got to compete and go back to practice and repeat.
Coach, Hunter's a junior. He can be right back here on this stage next year. What does he got to do to get back here?
Continue to do what he's done. He works year-round. He does extra things outside of practice. After practice, he's lifting weights. He's doing weight training circuits. So just continue to do that, and I think he'll be in the same spot next year.
Well, there you have it. I'm here with Hunter. Hunter obviously is emotional, as he should be. got a little blood on the nose, but that's okay. Hunter, congratulations. You are an Illinois State champion.
Thanks, thank you.
Thank you.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
To me, wrestling is a part of life. It's part of my identity. It's what I do. Coaching has allowed me to stay involved in this sport and helping it become a part of others' lives as well. Never-ending struggles involved with the sport somehow provide a deep source of satisfaction and fulfillment.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.